Hi beautiful tarot people, welcome to another pick a card reading. My name's Louise, this is Silver Tree Tarot. Before I get started, I do a lot of pick a card readings. If these are helpful to you, you're enjoying them, if you've been here before, please press the red subscribe button. That would be perfect, thank you. This pick a card reading is about what good luck is coming into you. We're very close to a full moon as I'm recording this. Always a time to be looking for luck and asking for luck and putting yourself in that mindset. So let's do a bit of that. Let's look at what luck is coming in for you, you lucky, lucky people, you. We have a pocket watch, a red rose, and a feather to choose from. You know how this works. Pick the pile that resonates with you, the one that sings to you, calls to you in some way, whatever way works for you. I will give you a moment to meditate on the piles, and then I will meet you at your pile. Okay, hi pile one people. You chose the pocket watch with its connotations of timekeeping, quite classy jewelry, that sort of thing, opulence with its gold. Let's have a look at what good luck is coming your way and about when as well. We'll do a bit of timing on it as well. But yeah, let's have a look. So, what good luck is coming through to you? The Orphan. The Orphan as an archetype is the coming from nowhere, the ability to make good when everything is against you, and when you feel like you've got absolutely no support. So there is this idea of a win coming from absolutely nowhere, and the idea of making good. The actual imagery is very suggestive of a gift, not necessarily financial with this rose or the flower that's in here, more so with something that's emotional for you. So something that's meaningful towards you emotionally being handed to you and given to you. Again, something reminiscent of childhood going on there as well with that child's hand. Yeah, there's some emotional support for someone coming through. For some reason, this idea of the give and take of the village is coming through to me. This, we all support one another, somebody coming in to step in and provide a hand where it's really needed. And it seems to be something emotional or something spiritual. So I'm not saying you're getting a hand out of money, although that's always welcome. But it does look like there's an emotional support coming through in some way. Okay. Luck. All right, so with the cards, you go with your question, okay? So yes, the devil can mean some pretty nasty connotations, but there's also an idea of hedonistic fun in it. The idea of kicking loose, and we're asking what good luck is coming in. So it's almost like someone who's been very calm and caring, and sweet and kind and been there with you and been there for you, they are going to kick back and you are suddenly going to find a whole new level of fun. Just hedonistic, I want to say balls to the wall, but you know what I mean, getting out there and just letting go of your inhibitions and having an amazing time with someone. There is a connotations of sex. If you're underage, don't go with that. If you're overage, yeah, this could be the beginnings of some very hot and steamy times. Real kicking loose, real losing of inhibitions, going for it in the way that you want to. For some people, this is going to be breaking free of a relationship that doesn't help you as well. So that's can be a form of luck, but that's for very few people. I think for most people, it's going to be that kicking back and just having wild times, whether that's kicking back with a couple of bottles of wine, getting out there dancing, although we've still got the issues with coronavirus. And it's not looking like a crowd thing at all. It's very much looking like a couples thing. But yeah, breaking free of some bonds and getting out there and just enjoying. No guilt, no stress, no pressures, having a wild time. Quite jealous. Sounds like fun. So yeah, and for some people, it could just be that that one night stand, that raucous sex that you want. So yes, fun times for somebody. Okay, what else do we get for you guys? Knight of Swords and Temperance. So this is the finally hearing from someone that you've been waiting around for. So some of you are going to get that message that you've been waiting for, that you've been very patiently kind of going, okay, when they've got their act together, they will contact me and we can move forwards and we can take it forwards from there. It's the right time for that message to come through, for them to be ready to talk to you, ready to communicate with you. And for some people, this is going to be the other person just acting. They're going to get their confidence, they're going to have that right moment to take the action, say the words, do the thing, rush on in there. But yeah, there's a lot of connotations with the Knight of Swords, of messages coming through, information coming through, the communication that you need having. If you are a writer type, it's exactly the right time for you to be doing your writing. So if you're trying to put it off for NaNoWriMo or something like that, do it now. It's going to be the right time. And for some people, it's going to be having that time. The gift is going to be, and the joy and the luck is going to be actually having some time to sit down and get that communication going, get those words flowing, get the writing sorted. And with any form of art as well, in fact, when it's temperance there as well, this idea of creation. With this particular deck, it's very much about creating new things out of the alchemy of mixing all the ideas together. So a real suggestion of a magical moment, the right time, the right space, the right moment, having all the things, but also creation. So yeah, maybe somebody's going to write you a perfect poem as well, something like that. But there's this real idea of communication, it being exactly the right time for communicating in some way, whether that's paintings or whether that's writing or whether that's your art form. But yeah, nice, okay. So I've got to go back to that orphan thing. Emotional space for somebody came through. This idea of emotionally getting the time that you need to start fulfilling your dreams, start getting on with what you wanted to get on with. Okay, so 5 of Wands, 5 of Swords, 8 of Chalices. There's so much the idea of letting go of battle here. It's like there's going to be a reprieve. You're going to have people on your side. It's all about teamwork. With these cards particularly, this idea of finding that you are not as isolated as you thought, that you are not alone. So there's the idea of playfulness and playtime and highly interactive, time with friends. No more than a group of 6 if you're in the UK, obviously. But real interaction, real movement forwards. And again, in the direction that you want it to be. This 8 of Chalices is all about where you want to be going, what direction you want to be taking, what you want to take with you, what you want to leave behind. And it can just be a short trip out and go and play, but this really reads like being with the people that you want to be with, getting some of that time with the people that you want to be with in a real fun way. You know, this is sports or games or communications. I mean, role-playing games would fit that perfectly, absolutely perfectly. Yeah, but they are on your side, feeling like you're part of this crew, feeling like you're part of this crowd. Nice. Very nice. Okay. And it could be an unexpected opportunity to meet that group. So you've got the idea of a like couples night, but you also got this idea of a wider meeting here. There is a sense, I'm going to be honest and say there is a sense of isolation being broken in this, if we took it as a story. You've got the individual to the couple, to the grouping, and somebody that brings all these things with them as well. So yes, yeah, finding your tribe. For some people, this is very much the finding of your tribe. So moon in Sagittarius. So as far as timings go on this, I think they're going to be variable, but I am going to ask the cards. Which cards haven't I used? These ones haven't been used. I was hoping to get a moon sign in there and go, oh, well, like at the full moon at there. But I think you've got variable times going on here, because these are, that storyboard is not an on-off state, is it? It's a growing story for a lot of you. This interconnected idea of there's the two, the more. Adaptable to suggest that it's so changeable as well. So if this was a reading, I would kind of go, I'm not sure I can say, because it's kind of saying there's going to be unexpected twists and turns here. There's going to be different timings. But let's have a look for the coupling. The Wheel of Fortune. It is changeable. Okay, thank you, cards. It is changeable. I suppose you could argue that that's the change of the year and New Year's for some people, but that doesn't mean that this doesn't start a lot sooner. And if we take it temporarily, it's going to be. So when for the off and when for that feeling of. Yes. Okay. That's a month by my estimations. So when there's that suggestion of help when you're feeling very, very alone. So help when you're feeling in that hermit state or in the orphan state, you know, with no support and no one around you. Within a month, there's going to be a big shift in that. Now, that might sound like a long time to wait, but the change that is shown and being reaffirmed and reaffirmed. This actual card says, be prepared to be adaptable, as plans that you have laid may take an unexpected course, you know. So you've planned one particular route and something is going to come in, shake it up, change it in a really good way. There's a bit of a hint there that suggests some of it is up to you. It depends on your drive, your energy when you make things happen. Always take responsibility for your own life. But things are kicking off within the month for you guys. And I think it may well be spilling through from the month through to New Year's. So I think you're looking at a longer term picture here, but I do see such changes in your mindset and yeah, you try really finding your tribe, which is quite beautiful. If you have masses of friends and a really strong family, I'm going to say this reading probably isn't for you. I think it's more for us hermit types. Shout out to my crew. But yeah, interesting times and a real path being shown as well there. For me, that's what I get out of that, is there's a real progression going on here. No set timings as well. Please take that on board. The cards were so shady about all this that I'm going to say there's no set timings. Too many people may be watching this, but it's going to be variable for each person. But I think each individually, this is quite a path, but I don't think it's defined set points in time. I think it was going to evolve in its own time route. It's going to very much depend on what you do with your own free will, okay? But yeah, it looks beautiful. Gosh, good times to look forwards to, and wild times to look forwards to as well. So, parties coming for some people. Nice. All right, lovely. Thank you so much, Pile Wands. If you found that enjoyable, if you found that helpful, if you found that resonated with you, please press the red subscribe button, like, comment, all that sort of thing, and I will see you at another pick a card reading. I'm going to move on now to my Pile 2s. Thank you, Pile Wands. Take care, guys. Blessed be. Hi, my beautiful Pile 2 people who chose the very, very romantic and beautiful rose. Yay, roses are always good. Roses are lovely. All right, we are going to put that just there with us. And we're looking at what good luck is coming your way and when is it coming in. So what good luck is coming towards you guys and when? Oh, the Hunter. Action, movement, excitement. Nice. Will as well. So, I mean, this is a bit of a boon in terms of your own drive and your own energy, but it also suggests that there will be, so the luck that's coming in will be a target for you to go after. And I'm not talking about a piece of prey to hunt down, although that is kind of the connotation. I'm talking about that goal to have in sight that you can easily get through. Oh, this is the greedy part, by the way, guys. You just wanted more and more cards when I was picking them, so you have got more cards than the rest. Don't tell one or three, okay? So yeah, movement, drive, energy, but also a goal, some form of recognition of direction, and the ability to move towards it, something that you can chase down, that fascinates you, that interests you. So it might be just as simple as a new passion, a new hobby, but it's reading is a bit more than that. It's almost like you're going to have a revelation of what you want your directions to be. God, I am getting reversals with these cards today. Okay, what else do we get? So, good times with family is suggested by this card, but also very much is this idea of nesting and looking after your home, decorating, that sort of thing. So it can be reconnecting with old friends, it can be reconnecting with family. For some of you, it's to do with making your home as beautiful as you possibly can. And I'm partially saying that because I noticed these cards when I put them down. She's all about having that comfortable life. She's about being financially stable, living the life of luxury and being very comfortable about it. Thank you very much. Yes, financial reward is being suggested for some, but more so it's this idea of creating a very comfortable space to be in. Okay, so when you read tarot cards, you learn to focus on the question for this very reason. So these cards are generally seen to be very negative cards. You've got the Thief card, Three of Swords. Everybody knows it's all about pain and suffering and being stolen from. We're asking for good luck. Now, the Thief is reversed. This would read like somebody that you were expecting to betray you coming good, or somebody who has betrayed you coming good and telling you what's going on and why they behaved in this outrageous way and making good, fixing the pain. Threes are about movement. They are about moving on. When you are grieving and tearful and everything is terrible, you're actually cleansing yourself. If you allow yourself to feel the feelings, you move forwards, you move through it, you become whole and healed again. So for some, there is a healing that you never thought was possible. You didn't believe it was possible. You didn't have faith that you could get through this okay. That lightening of the heart, the seeping out, losing of the poison. So having that poison taken out of your soul in a way that you'd never believed was possible. So for some, this is really, really about healing from something that you thought you couldn't, especially emotionally, more so emotionally than physically. Something that you had no faith that you could recover from or that you could get better from. And it could be watching this in a friend as well, you know, watching somebody cope in a way that you never believed that they could. You didn't have the faith that they would, didn't trust that it was possible. So yeah, you're going to have quite a nice surprise where emotional healing is involved. Yeah, and it could be something as simple as finding a therapist that works for you. It could be something as simple as finding the right self-help book, or the right form of magic spell, or the right form of self-care. And maybe it's something that you wouldn't normally trust, and you give it a shot and go, oh, actually that works. Talking therapy's worked for me, or or crystals, or a magical bath, or cleansing, or something like that. But it's very much to do with headspace. It's very much to do with self-belief and getting better in a way that you weren't expecting to. So yeah, you're going to stumble across something, piece of luck that's going to come your way, that's going to lead you on a path of healing that you just didn't think was possible. Obviously, if you are sick, do what your doctor says, obviously. But in terms of good luck coming up for you, that one, this is why you needed the 4 cards. Okay, I understand. All right. So, in terms of the track, everybody's getting various bits of... You're back to this drive and energy. So, for some, it's going to be a lift or a car or something along those lines. For some, it's going to be justice. You're going to create your own justice. You're going to go after that divorce, that legal proceeding. So it's going to be very, very literal for some. You'll find the person that works with you. I can't help but tie these two in, this idea of the wagon and the hunter movement. Long overdue. So this could very much be selling a house and getting the paperwork going through. And that would tie in with this whole idea of then nesting and creating a comfortable space. For some people, that new home, new place to decorate, new place of luxury, finding a way of going after that goal as well. But yeah, drive and energy. It's like somebody's going to light a fire under you. Maybe there's some form of fitness regime or way of eating that you get into that just allows you to feel that drive and that impulse and that what have you, which is really weird for this time of year. We're all supposed to be going into our, autumnal mode. This reads like you're going to be spring active and spring driven while everybody else is going, no, it's horrid out there. Okay, so... Okay, so from this, I'm really getting the idea of this future planning. It's like you're going to fall across a new passion, a new idea, a new way of doing things, and it's one that is going to make you very happy in the long term. It's something that's worth investing your time, investing your energy, and figuring out how to make it work. So we've got renewed drive and direction being repeatedly stated by the cards. You've got repeated 3s as well, this idea of moving on, this idea of things rolling forwards, and it is towards something. This isn't a just moving on for the sake of getting away. This is moving on for the sake of making things better for yourself. It's a planned, direct action. So you're not being reactive, you're not running around putting out fires, you are proactively. So there's some piece of luck that's going to fall in front of you that gives you a direction and an aim to go for, and the means to work towards it as well. You can't have that drive and energy and sustain it if you don't have the capacity to do it. So it is something that's, this does read kind of life-changing, if we're going to be honest. For some people, it's a real start of a career or a passion project that brings real growth and real happiness, as well as some form of luxury. And it can't just be inspiration, is it? Some people are going to get a car. I'm going to say again, somebody's going to be really lucky. Yeah, offers of cars. Yeah, and fairness. Okay, so I think you're on the start of a very exciting journey. I think there's going to be some form of inspirational piece of knowledge or just aha moment, something that creates that aha moment. We've got the idea of healing, but you've also got the idea of drive and energy and moving forwards. Yeah. You guys are starting out on a new path. Some of you are certainly starting out on a new path. And you've got all of it. You've got the emotions, and you've got the thought, and you've got the solidity of the earth, and you've got the passion of the wands. You've got a very balanced way forwards here. This isn't someone poetically going out and going, I will write my best novel and then everyone will buy it and will be perfect. This is something that covers all the bases at once. I want to do this. I can see how I can make it work, and I can see how I can go for it. Yeah, let me know what the seed of inspiration is. If you notice it and you find it, let me know. I wonder if it's tied in with the roses at all. So when the time's right for seeking new opportunities, guys, that's jobs for some people, but in the new moon. Okay, so this is a timeless reading. When it's recorded, we are the night before the full moon in the 1st of October. So the new moon would be 2 weeks or so away. 2 weeks. Or your next new moon, depending. But yeah, beautiful. Okay, so 2 weeks' times, guys. Keep your eyes open, and when you notice what it is, come back and let me know, because I'm intrigued by what can seed this sort of energy and this sort of drive. But, ow, sorry, my cat just bit me. Thank you, Spooky. But yeah, okay. You've got a very, very determined new moon going on there, okay? So I think that all these things are interconnected, although that looks separate from the rest of it. This does very much read like finding that direction. This does read like something else, some form of getting over something that you didn't think you could. I think that one may well be separate. I'm just going to ask, and we'll have a look. So when does that one come through? When does that one come through? When do you notice that one coming through? Okay, so either at a celebratory time, 4 months' time, I mean, both of those are a bit sort of Christmassy, but it's more likely to be a celebratory time for you. Yeah, weddings, christenings, funerals, birthdays, that sort of thing. Household party, or yearly anniversary party in some way. So maybe some of you are going to get have that communion with someone over a birthday or something like that. But yeah, better times are coming, guys, very much so. All right, fabulous. Thank you so much, my pile twos. I'm going to move on to pile three. If this was at all helpful to you, though, please subscribe, press the red button, and I will catch you on another pick a card reading. Thank you so much. Hi, beautiful pile three people with your feather. Yeah, some form of buzzard or bird of prey, certainly. Feather. So let's have a look. We are looking at what good luck is coming to you and when is it coming in. Not be applicable to you. Take what resonates, leave the rest. But let's have a look. Fun. Fun times are coming in. That's possibly a character that's going to entertain you a lot. It may be something to do with arts, guys, if you are particularly painterly. I'm getting real ideas of, I suppose it's the colours coming out, but painterly things for some people. But for most, it's going to be good times. Somebody who comes in and entertains you. Possibly you're going to relearn your own sense of humour for some people. But yeah, laughter, fun, parties for some. Oh, I wish. I miss them. Okay, so what other good luck do we have coming in? Well, you're going to win at something. You're going to surprise yourself by just how well you do. So, we've got this idea of winning through, surprising yourself how well you do, because this card is all about that. It's about sort of almost a success when you're not expecting it to be so. We've got smugness, and we've got this idea of the project leader kind of Queen of Wands energy, boss babe, getting up, getting moving, getting things going, and being that passionate, that fiery, that magical, mystical person. So this does suggest that something's going to work for you really well, more than you're expecting, in a way that makes you emotionally very happy as well. So this isn't, I don't know how to put it. So this isn't getting a promotion in a job that you hate, or getting the job because you really need to get a job. This is doing the thing that you love doing and finding out that you can be quite successful at it. So it's a really positive omen. And it could just be that the luck is starting at exactly the right time, so that it brings the most benefits very quickly to you. So it could be that you fall across a passion project that can turn into something because everything just falls into place and you've got exactly the right moment, you're feeling great about doing it, and suddenly you've got a new skill and you're adept at doing something. Because sometimes it does work that way, you know. You can pick up that thing, that new idea, new craft. God knows I've started enough new crafts, but this is bringing real happiness with it. What else do we get? This I've got an idea of getting out there as well. So there may be a day trip out there that's just really good for you in some way. Yeah, getting out there and looking after yourself. But yeah, it's a. I mean, we asked for good luck, and I'm being shown people being really happy, and you're there going, well, yes, that's being happy is part of it, but what? So following through with your passions. That little black cat, my spookiest little black cat. For some of you, it might just be getting that pet in some way, winning a battle that you've been fighting for a while, so that you can be living your best life and being your best babe. I do associate her with the female bossing it, you know. So I do associate her with women that are doing it for themselves. So sorry, guys, but for some of you, it's that it's taking on your role as an entrepreneur, or stepping into your power, and creating for yourself. Very much creating for yourself and for your own happiness and for your own thing. And there's a big suggestion here that the next steps, you win in a way that you weren't expecting to. You come through this really well. Even though you might not be expecting success yet, it could be that things take off really early for you. Okay, so good things coming. Rest, time off. Okay, so earned time off, deserved time off, needed time off, along with the Knight of Wands. I mean, for some people, this is a holiday with that special person. For some people, it would be being swept away for a weekend. So charmed and wined and dined and darling, let me take you away for a weekend. In whatever way works for you, obviously. Some of us would prefer a posh hotel and some of us are quite happy with camping. It depends on you, but this is being shown as being swept off of your feet, away for a weekend. Nice. I want some of that. That sounds brilliant. And you have got the seaside imagery here as well, haven't you? So there is that suggestion of coastal times for some people, and warmth and heat for some people. We're getting into the colder days in the UK, so the idea of getting somewhere warm, beachy, would be absolutely amazing. Possibly around the bonfire night as well, with those flames coming up. But yeah, and for some people it may just be that, you know, you manage to get a weekend off at the same time as you're being wooed, as you're being swept off your feet and charmed by your Knight of Wands. And for some people it could be a surprising action from your own partner that gives you some time and gives you some space. So it could be a partner that's already around saying, no, let me take care of that for you. So it could be as simple as that, the other half stepping in and actually being charming and doing some stuff that gives you a bit of space and gives you a bit of time. This is all kind of emotional where you are. It all seems to be about making you happy and making you cheerful. It's like the universe is stepping in and going, cheer up, it's going to be great, here we go, let's give you some happy things. Maybe that's needed. Maybe you need some things that are going to make you smile for the moment. What else do we have? The devil again. Those of you that get your weekend away, yes, it's going to be very good fun and enjoy it. You're back to that romance here. The devil is not always about feeling trapped. The devil can be about feeling absolutely free, like wildly hedonistically partying. In this particular one, though, it's I mean, there's again that idea of space and time, and for those of you that are writers, it may be getting that space and time to create. Back to the artiste idea. But for others, it can be that breaking free moment, something that makes you realize that you can do it and you are not restricted and you are not held back. But yeah, what else do we get? So 10 of Pentacles, ka-ching! Hey guys, somebody's in for some money. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles is about that ka-ching moment. That's about enough money to create luxury, to create abundance, to start building your empire with. So financially really good news for somebody. You know, it may not be all of us, but somebody is getting that moment, which is lovely. Especially when it ties in with the Justice card. So maybe you're waiting for some form of payment to come through for a court case, something like that, or end of a divorce, or selling of a house, or something like that. But you've got that moment of security. And in a fair way as well. When the Justice card is up, it doesn't tend to be that you're, do you know what I mean, you're inheriting something and upset about it. It's going to be something that is a good, comfortable, moral way of gaining that finances and that money. So we've got the ka-ching moment, we've got the balancing out of the scales, fairness for it. There's a lot of reading, writing going on, guys, in this one. Or these particular three. So if you are the writer type, this may well tie in with you a little bit more than the other ones. So yeah, share the wealth if it does happen. But yeah, what else do we get? And this could also be that moving of house moment. Really quite strongly, that 10 of Pentacles and the Justice card could very much be about getting that new house and getting moving. So yeah, the Devil here as well is very much about having that longing and being tied to that longing. So it can be the longings fulfilled. It could be seeing somebody that you haven't seen in an awfully long time. It could be the ex contacting you again. I'm just left with this idea of the figures that are with her even when they're not with her. She seems to be writing into being as well. So maybe look into scripting. And this may be with the idea of scripting, and it could be that you have already been wishing something into being, and this is where it comes in, and this is where it pays off. So if you have been doing law of attraction and scripting and that sort of thing, that payoff is being suggested here as well. Okay, guys, you've got all the things as well. So you have got the idea of the emotions being very much coming into focus for you, creating your own happiness, creating your own drive and energy, also giving yourself time off and being nice, and the financial, physical payoff. So yes, you guys are looking like you've got it pretty good. Okay, in terms of when, let's have a look. So you've got Moon in Cancer. When is Cancer? So Cancer season for some people is going to be part of it. There's obviously more than one event occurring in this one. The other ones seem very storyboardy. This feels like separate events, very much separate events. You've got time with family. So some of this may well be Christmas, that time with family, or any other sort of seasonal holiday that you do spend with your family. Let's have a look. What else? What else? Timings do we get, please, cards? So 7 weeks. That's pretty much close to Christmas for some people. Okay, some guys it's really soon. So this idea of fun and emotions, that would be the 3-day point for me. Some of you it's going to be very soon, but most of this seems to be about when you meet up with the people. There's a lot of when you meet up with friends and family, you know, that hearth and home, spending time with your family, that sort of feel to it. So that depends person to person. When are you most likely to be spending time with your family? So yeah, hopefully 3 days for a lot of you. Let's go for 3 days. 7 weeks, turns of the year, that sort of feel to it. So again, this is timeless. It's recorded on the full moon, well, the night before the full moon, and it's uploaded on the full moon. But it will make sense whenever you watch it. Use the timings from there. Okay? All right, lovely. Fantastic to have talked to you again, Pile 3 people. If you found this at all useful, if you found it entertaining, if you enjoyed it, please hit the subscribe button. Red square, just down there. And I will see you on another pick a card reading. But you take care of one another, be lovely, and I will speak to you again soon. Blessed be.